Weezing is one of the most toxic Pokemon in the entire Pokemon universe. I mean, just look at this guy. It's literally one ball of poisonous gas fused together with another ball of poisonous gas. It doesn't get much more toxic than that. So it should come as no surprise that I've created what I think is the most toxic deck in the Pokemon trading card game, and it features Galarian Weezing. Galarian Weezing's neutralizing gas ability makes it so that all of your opponent's Pokemon have no abilities as long as Galarian Weezing is in the active spot. With this new list I have, you can lock your opponent's abilities as soon as the first turn of the game going first, thanks to Boost Shake. Boost Shake is an item card that allows you to evolve a Pokemon the same turn you put it into play, even if it's the first turn of the game. With a whole bunch of Crushing Hammers and Fan of Waves, this deck truly is toxic and is a lot of fun to play. I'm really stoked to show off my list, but before we get to the list, let's head on over to FullGripGames.com. FullGripGames.com is the #1 place to buy Pokemon trading card game singles and sealed product. We've got super fast shipping and top-notch grading. You really won't find better service anywhere than at FullGripGames.com. We've also got a buy list. So if you've got extra cards lying around your house and you're trying to get some cash for them or store credit, make sure to check out the Full Grip Games buy list. We are always buying bulk in singles here at the shop, and selling your extra cards to Full Grip Games directly supports the content I create here on Tricky Gym. Now, let's scope out that Weezing deck. Just one look at this deck, and you can tell exactly how toxic it is. We play 4 copies of Crushing Hammer to remove our opponent's energy from play, 4 copies of Fan of Waves to put our opponent's special energy on the bottom of their deck, 4 copies of Cram-o-matic, which allows us to flip a coin and discard an item card from our hand. If heads, we could search our deck for whatever card we want, whether it's a turn 1 Boost Shake to get the turn 1 ability lock, or sometimes if you're feeling yourself, you might want a Cram-o-matic for a Crushing Hammer. I've done it, and it was awesome. We also play 4 copies of Galar Mine to make sure our opponents can't retreat when we gust up something that they don't want in the active spot, or when we poison them with Galarian Weezing's Severe Poison Attack, which places 4 damage counters on the poison Pokemon between turns instead of 1. So Galarian Weezing's Severe Poison damage really adds up over the course of the long and grindy game that you are sure to force with this Galarian Weezing deck. Then we also play 4 copies of Avery, which is great for discarding your opponent's support Pokemon from play. Not that they could use them anyway, but a nice disruption supporter. 4 copies of Marnie and 4 copies of Professor's Research. And why would our opponent get to use their tool cards? No. None of that. 2 copies of Tool Jammer, just to make sure that our opponent doesn't play any air balloons or anything like that. This deck is a lot of fun. I've had a blast playing it on stream. You'll have to see it in action to believe it. So check out my Galarian Weezing deck in action and let me know what you think of it in the comments below. We're playing against a Sableye deck. Cool. This matchup should be pretty decent, actually, considering that I can just evolve into Weezing. They can't use any of their Drizzile or Inteleon or anything, right? So this matchup should be very, very good for us. What's hilarious about this deck is that we only play 4 Koffing and 4 Weezing. So it's a very simple deck, as you will see. And there is no way for our opponent to break the lock, right? I mean, not really, unless they like Yell Horn up a Koffing and, you know, and boss it up or something. But we make it very difficult for our opponents to break the lock. And our Weezing deck has a very good time against most decks that play Inteleon, right? If our opponent's deck's nice hammer there, Weezing, Galar Mine, Research. Against decks that play Inteleon, we have just a wonderful time, really. So what I can do is I can attempt Cram-o-matic just to see if I can find... I actually don't mind this. Okay. It would have been nice to go get a Level Ball and then just Boost Shake to end the turn, but instead we'll just Severe Poison. That's fine. And it should be extremely difficult for our opponent to do much of anything, considering that I'm just leading the way with neutralizing gas. Sableye doesn't really do anything. It can Crazy Claws with 2 Darkness Energy, right? But they don't, they don't have any energy on the Sableye yet. So we're chilling there too. And they can't use Drizzle. They just can't, right? And you'd be shocked to see how many decks just completely fold under the pressure of not being able to use Drizzile, right? Because almost every single, and this is why Boost Shake is so good in this deck, because we've already poisoned our active, right? We've poisoned the active. Now we just level ball for another Koffing, and we boost it, right? And that doesn't stop the poison, right? But it does make it so that now I have 2 Weezings, and they can't gust up Koffing to break the lock. So it's so good, right? They can't escape rope. They can't do any of it. There's no way to break the lock. So now we've just been able to get another Weezing to play while they remain poisoned. Such a good combination, honestly. It's so cool. So we're getting it Marnie. That honestly is no sweat. Cram-o-matic Level Ball. I could get another Weezing into play. Just multiply these Weezings while it remains poisoned, right? Because they're not going to get KO'd coming back into my turn. So the Sableye will just remain poisoned unless they retreat it. There's a Galar Mine in play, though, which is making that Sableye's retreat cost 4, which is, you know, not going to be the easiest retreat cost to fulfill. And my opponent is also playing Weezing, but since their deck relies on Inteleon and my deck doesn't, I'm going to draw better than they do, right, under the ability lock, because my deck is created to function under ability lock. So what we have here, we could just level ball for another Koffing and Boost Shake into our third Weezing, which is so cool. And then the Sableye gets knocked out going into my opponent's turn, and we take our 2 prizes. We've got Galar Mine and another level ball. At this point, we've got all of the Weezings that we need to be able to end the game, really. My opponent might use Ascension and turn themselves into a Weezing, or actually they have it, so they can poison me now. But that's fine, because I've got more Weezings where that came from, so it's really not an issue. Now, I don't have any switch cards in this deck, but we do have Hiding Darkness Energy. I could use the Hiding Darkness Energy to retreat out of poison, which is quite good. If they find a way to retreat their Weezing, they can use Hoopa, could finish off a Weezing that's damaged or something like that. But again, they should have a pretty difficult time drawing under the ability lock. I've already taken 2 prizes, so I have a big advantage in this match. Now, what's funny is I think that, yeah, their ability doesn't work. We're going to see if we can Cram-o-matic. No. All right, because mine was in play first, right? So we're going to attach here and Severe Poison. So we're going to poison it. And then I am going to retreat next turn unless they find a way to like ping this. But I'm going to save the Weezing by retreating it with my Hiding Darkness Energy in my hand. But I did want to get the poison down first, which is why I didn't just retreat it at first, because then I let my opponent just kind of lead the charge with Severe Poison. Now, they probably play a bunch of scoop up nets, which could be tough for me, because they could just scoop up net right into Hoopa or whatever, but they're not going to be able to draw very well. Nice, another Hiding Darkness Energy. So we're going to retreat this into this Weezing and just pass. What could be challenging, though, is if they're able to use that Hoopa, right? That could be really tough. Or if they, like, scoop up net into Hoopa. Yeah, I mean, they've only got so many scoop up nets. They definitely play it. We need to find a draw card sooner rather than later. The Cram-o-matic Tails definitely kind of hurts, but it's fine. We'll get there. We'll get there, right? We play like 12 supporter cards. All right, so they can retreat now if they want to. Training court back. I've got another Galar Mine in my hand. They could air balloon retreat. Or maybe they're charging up a... Oh, they can't. Right? No, they just attached that from hand. They can't use the Moltres ability because of my neutralizing gas. Right? How do the neutralizing gases interact? Can they use... No. Yeah, I don't actually know how it works. Except for neutral... Oh, okay. Your opponent's Pokemon play have no abilities except for neutral... Oh, okay. So they don't neutralize each other. Got it. Glorious. Excellent. That's good. That's good. All right, I've got boss's orders. So what we want to do now is just be annoying. That sounds great, right? So we're going to do this. I'm going to boss up the Hoopa and retreat out of poison. And do that. And we're going to poison the Hoopa because the Hoopa is the biggest threat on my opponent's board right now. Because it can do 90. It can finish off like 2 different Weezings, right? I don't have to worry about the Galarian Moltres. And then if my opponent did hit like a Scoop Up Net, right? If I bring up Galarian Moltres, Scoop Up Net alone allows my opponent to hit with Hoopa. So that's why it's correct to bring up the Hoopa, because that way, even if my opponent has a Scoop Up Net in their hand, that doesn't get them the attack, right? Because if they Scoop Up Net the Hoopa, they'll have to find another way to retreat. Now, we do have to worry about this Galarian Moltres, because the Galarian Moltres could just sweep me, which is bad. So, I desperately have to find some hammers or, like, something, or more ways to recover my Weezings, right? Because right now, I'm suffering a little bit. All right, Crushing Hammer, hit it. Oh, man. Okay, so now we have to retreat into this heavily damaged one, definitely, and pass. Because they might come up with the Weezing, or they might come up with the Moltres and start swinging. All right, we found Avery. That's better than nothing. We're really hoping they don't have a Darkness Energy in their hand. Like, desperately hoping that. All right, they're sending up the Weezing. That's great. I can beat the Moltres because I only have to live 3 turns through the Moltres. That's fine. My opponent hasn't taken a single prize yet. What I need to do is I need to find... Oh, they've got the Klara. They must have top-decked that, or else they would have thrown up the Moltres, right? Because they're going to get the energy back, which is going to be super good for them. What I need to do is I need to find... they're going to take a prize here. It's fine. I need to find a way to get my Weezings back, because I can trade with these guys at this point. I'm so far ahead that all I need to do is just continue stringing Weezings and I'll win. We play a Klara, but I have 30 cards left in my deck to show you how little we've drawn. All right, we're going to Avery. That's 2 turns of draw, which is nice. And there's Klara. Okay, so that's good. That's really good. And then we'll just Severe Poison. And we've got the Klara, which is what we need, because I can get the Koffing and the Weezing back. Gotta hope that they don't have, like, Scoop Up Net Moltres. That would be really tough, but we could still do it, even if they do. I have Galarian Zigzagoon. Okay. We're really hoping that this Weezing is stuck here. Like, it needs to be stuck there. I don't think they've played a Scoop Up Net yet, which is concerning. Okay, it is stuck there. Excellent. That's very good for us. Okay. And we've got research. That's perfect. So we're going to Klara, and we're going to do both. Going to get these guys back. And I'm going to get that back. And then we're going to bench the Koffing. Retreat into Weezing. Attach a Hiding Darkness Energy here. And pass. And then we hope that they can't move the Weezing. And we hope that they don't have a boss's orders in their hand. Because this was the first time I had to leave a Koffing actually exposed, right? They clearly don't have boss's orders in the hand, or else they would have bossed before they just evolved both of those Drizziles. So they don't have it, which is quite good. And we'll be able to evolve into this Weezing and research. All right, so they just have to poison again. Perfect. And you can see, I mean, without abilities, their deck is so locked up, right? And that's the idea, is that most decks are just going to fail to function when they have to deal with you having Weezing in play. My opponent's got 5 prizes left to take, right? So it literally doesn't matter. All I have to do is poison this Moltres. This Moltres can take multiple knockouts, but it does not matter. I'll just Avery one more time. And I can even bench this guy. And we're going to retreat into Weezing. And over the course of... if they leave this here, right? Without switching it, then it's going to take 40 more damage coming back into my turn, and then I will win the game. So they're in like a... they're just kind of stuck, right? I guess maybe I shouldn't have benched this Koffing, because that kind of opens up a potential for my opponent to be able to finesse if they do have that boss finally. But I think that we're fine. Just preparing for the end game. They can Fiery Wrath for 1. I mean, I've taken 5 prizes. They're going to be doing 270 damage, but again, that poison will just eventually knock them out. So they're going into Hoopa. This was like another thought that I had, maybe why I want to bench that Koffing, just so that I don't get myself stuck in any weird situations. But they're going to have to continue... nice. Tool Jammer is really good here. They're going to have to continue like switching back and forth until, you know, or else they'll eventually lose. So I'm going to attach the Darkness Energy and Research. I don't need any of these cards. And we got the Galar Mine, which is super good, right? Yeah, we just burn the rest of these cards out of the hand. We don't need them. There's only 13 cards left in our deck now. We'll Training Court for the Dark back. That's fine. And then we're going to put the Galar Mine down, and we're going to hope that that sticks this Hoopa in the active position with Galar Mine and Tool Jammer. They shouldn't be able to retreat it. And again, if this Hoopa is stuck here, if they don't have a way to move it, then I'm going to win the game. That's why it's so good to play Galar Mine in this list, because retreating out of poison is one of the things we really want to stop if we can. So they extend the hand, and that's GG's. Let's go. Let's go. We've got it. This is it. This is exactly what we want. We've got the turn 1 Yell Horn, Energy, Tool Jammer, Boost Shake. Name a turn 1 in the Pokemon TCG more toxic than that. You can't. That was ridiculous. My opponent now cannot use any abilities at all, and they have no way to break it. So they're just stuck. They didn't even get to play a turn, and they don't have any abilities, right? And that's why we built this deck this way, because against Mew VMAX, imagine Mew VMAX like can't do anything, right? Because if you get the turn 1 Weezing against Mew VMAX going first, they're going to have no abilities. They're just sitting there like, I guess I put all these Genesects down and pass, right? Now, my opponent is playing a really cool deck. This is a Serena deck. They could use Queen's Orders, discard their bench Pokemon. That's super dope. I love the creativity there. They play Melanie and Moltres to charge up energy, it looks like. Yeah, that Ditto can't transform. No way. We're definitely going for the Crushing Hammer. And then we're going to Cram-o-matic. It's cool. We're just powering up for later. And we got Level Ball. I don't know if I want to... Yeah, we should probably just bench the Koffing now. The odds that my opponent will be able to break the ability lock this next turn are not super high. I could just save it, though, because if my opponent can break the ability lock, there's things that they can do. So maybe we just want to Level Ball Thin. We've got 2 Boost Shakes in the deck. That's fine. Level Ball Thin. And then, because they might play Escape Ropes too. I don't know. So it doesn't feel like it's time to do it yet. We kind of got them right where we want them. Now, I guess if they do find, like, what, Grass Switch, then they could theoretically knock out my only Weezing, which would be pretty bad. So I guess we're kind of hoping that they don't. Hoping that they don't do that. That'd be sick. But I think, like, they hadn't played a Boss's Orders yet. I didn't want them to just, like, gust up a Koffing. Next turn, maybe I'll bench all 3 Koffing and research. And go for, like, a Boost Shake or something like that. I don't know. Maybe it was correct to bench all 3 Koffing this turn. All right, they got Suicune. That's cool. Frankly, I'm playing against a deck that I have no idea what's in their deck. So it's hard for me to... It's a little bit difficult for me to decide what the best route is on any turn, because the Weezing deck is very much like an anti-meta counter deck. And when we're playing against rogue decks, it's hard to know what's correct. Okay, we go for the Cram-o-matic. Definitely. Nice. Okay, so we're going to get Boost Shake. And we're going to Avery. Love it. And we're going to bench this. And we're going to put the Galar Mine down. And we're going to Cram-o-matic the Level Ball. You ever Cram-o-matic for Crushing Hammer and then use Crushing Hammer and hit it? Dang it, bro. I'll get the clip eventually. All right, Boost Shake. And then we evolve the Weezing. And it stays poison. And that's why the Boost Shake is so good in here. Because you don't have to... Frankly, the Crushing Hammer is the best card that I could have got there. Definitely. Because once you use Severe Poison, then you're free to use Boost Shake, right? You don't have to, you know, it's not even a negative. It's just a positive, because you don't have to leave the Koffing on your bench, and your opponent can't break the lock. So you're just having a grand old time. Now, I probably will bench both these Koffings this next turn, just because it's correct to do so. But I wanted to make it so that my opponent... Dang it, bro, the Weezing. All right, I'll wait 1 turn for this Weezing here. I'll bench that, pass. And then we'll evolve into the 3rd Weezing. And hope that they just don't have Boss's Orders to break the lock. But it seems like they're really all aboard the struggle bus right now. Just like, yeah, just fully on the struggle bus. All right, another Moltres. Crobat for nothing? Hate to see it. And there goes the Moltres to poison. You love it when a Pokemon gets knocked out coming into your turn. That's fantastic. Oh, I love this. This is great. Now I just get all 4 of my Weezing up. They're going to send up the Suicune, though. But I know that they don't have Boss in their hand, so I don't have to Boost Shake. That's fine. Right? Because I know their hand stinks. They don't have Boss, or else they would have played it last turn. So we're just going to research. I don't have to Boost Shake. And we're going to go for the Crushing Hammer in the water. Come on. Insane. Okay. So we got it. And then we hit him with the Severe Poison. And now they're stuck. Right? I think we're chilling. Unless you got like a Melanie in your hand. Right? Oh, they got another water. Dang. Okay. So they're going to take out the guy. Now, me with 4 prizes left, I need to probably gust up Crobat and just stick it. Like, the thing is that the Suicune is the problem. So I could just play Avery, force them to discard a Pokemon. I like that. Okay. I'm going to play Avery, force them to discard a Pokemon, keep the Suicune here, because I need the Suicune to get knocked out, right? So then I'm going to Rod those guys back into the deck. We're going to Rod. We're just going to do the 2 Pokemon. Cool. And then those go back in. And then can Level Ball and get this guy. I've got 2 Weezing in my deck now, which is great. We're going to Avery, and they have to discard. They're doing 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. They're still taking a knockout. Dang it. All right. So, it's fine, though. They're still taking a knockout, so I'll just retreat into Koffing and Ascension. And then this thing is still wearing away. They'll be at 50 left. Oh, I got to let it take 2 more knockouts, which is unfortunate, but it's fine. It's still fine. I still think it's better than using Boss. Because if I Boss, it's like I'm delaying the inevitable. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh, they're only doing 120. Good, good, good. All right, my math was good. My math was good. Excellent. So they need 1 more guy, or they don't take the KO. All right, they have 1 more guy. It's Crobat. It's fine. And they have research. Oh, that's ugly. It's fine. I've got Marnie. And again, I can bench this Koffing if I want to. We definitely need to continue drawing cards. Actually, the Klara is insane right now. So we're going to use the Klara and do both. We're going to get back these guys. We're going to get back this. Going to go here. Attach. I think it's fine to bench both. Because if they boss this turn, I don't think it really matters. So we're going to go here in Ascension. And then if they don't switch their Suicune this turn, then I get the Suicune coming back into my turn, right? All right, they've got Aurora. That's good. I play Fan, so they do play special energies. It's nice. Hopefully they don't have the boss. But then if they boss, they're not knocking. All right, they're going to retreat. That's fine. I have boss Fan. So they have this. They'll take a knockout. I can gust up the Suicune, finish it off, and Fan to put this underneath. Oh, they might discard the... Oh! No! Oh, that is bad. All right, so then they're going to discard 3 Pokemon. Yeah, that's turbo annoying. Okay. So then what's our best bet? Here, they're going to 3 prizes remaining. They just did not. That was a huge denial there. Huge. I think it's probably going to be best for us to Marnie this turn. Yeah, that hurts. That really hurts. I think it's going to be correct to try and hit a hammer on this Sereno. Slow it down, right? They don't have basic grass in the discard pile, no. Or I could gust. But the thing is about gusting is if they are able to get their Pokemon out of the active, then they could just remove it. So like we have to, again, we have to deal with the attacker. And I have to see more cards. So here we go. This is good. Bring a dark back. And then yep, going for it. Okay, come on. Dang it. All right, that's fine. Galar Mine. Poison. And then we hope that they don't have another Aurora in their hand. If they do, it's fine. I'll fan it again. They might play basic grass, though. But maybe they don't. Actually, they don't, probably. It looks like they play basic water. So all they play is Aurora Energy. So I should have not gotten rid of that fan. Yeah, that was greedy. That was too greedy, but it's fine. They have an Aurora over here. Okay. Because they can't really afford to discard all 3 of their bench Pokemon, right? So then we're going to put that to the bottom of the deck as well. Fan that down. Dark, research. And now we hit Crushing Hammer. Oh, yeah, dude. Pack it up. Pass. And... oh, I've got 3 cards in deck? What? How did this happen? No! No. Wait. I'm not supposed to be at the bottom of my deck. All right. What's up? Do I play Marnies? I got some Marnies. All right, there's some Marnies. We're fine. Just no more playing of the cards, okay? We're chilling. No, we're fine. If I play the Avery, I do lose. Yes, I'm not playing that card. They have Switch. No. Melanie. Oh, goodness. And they have an attack. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 120. Okay, they're not taking a knockout. Good. Okay. I need this to, like, stick, because I need to get my prizes and probably find a Marnie here. Right? Because I think I play 4 Marnie, so we've got Marnies. So there's either 2 prized, or there's 1 at the last card of my deck. No matter what, I need to play the Marnie this next turn, which is sus. All right. Because I would like to boss, because they're going to take a knockout. Dude, you're killing me. There's no way that my last 2 prizes are both Marnies. There's no way. Okay, we're chilling. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. 3, 6, 9, or 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. It's 120, so it's correct to retreat. And severe poison. Okay. And then, huh. Oh, this is tough. If I have to gust a new Pokemon, I guess the thing, we just keep gusting the same Suicune at this point. But the Suicune can just attack. Which is the problem. So do I have enough turns? Okay. Because now this thing only has 130 hit points left. So I think I'm going to lose by 10. All right, so let's see. If I gust something, I'll lose by 10. So if I gust something, I have 3 turns left. Okay. Do I leave this? So 3 turns left. It's 80. It's plenty of damage that I can do, right? So I have to gust like Ditto or something. I think gusting is correct, right? Because if this thing just goes attack, attack. I won't deck out if this thing sticks. Right? Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. They can't knock out the final Weezing in one hit. So if they do switch and go in with Suicune, huh. If they do switch and go in with Suicune, I have to find a boss. I'm pretty sure do I have a boss left in the deck? I have 1 boss left. Do they have a switch? They have research. Oh no. They definitely find a switch here every time. Energy switch. Stick on? Oh, Lord. Okay. I needed to stick 1 more turn. Air balloon retreat. Okay. So then I gust it. So I gust it, and then I just needed to... No, I can do it. I need him to not have switch next turn, right? Because they're going to take this knockout. I go to 1 card left. And I need him to not have switch, and I win. Because the middle of the turn, yeah. Come on, man. Come on. We're so close. They can't knock out my Weezing either. They can't. They only do 120. This is so sick. One card left in my deck. If they research for it, they deck out, because I'll just pass. So if they have to research for it, it doesn't count, because they only have 7 cards left in deck. And they'll deck out before me. This is the longest wait ever, bro. They gear, but again, if it's a research, it doesn't count. Because I'll win, unless they play like a Rod or something. The gear fails. And Aurora Energy? Stick on? Is that it? If they Marnie for it, I'm going to be so sick. And that's it. We win. Yeah, let's go. Oh, absolutely insane deck, bro. Oh, so insane. Yo, that was one of the most intense games I've ever played. That was so sick. Looks like oh. This ain't gonna be pretty. This could get ugly, folks. It does look like it's the Melanie version, right? It does look like it's the Melanie version. So that's good, because they can't just attach basic fighting energy and go to town, which is great for us. Avery is good. We'll take it. Cool. So we're going to Avery. Nice. We've got some stuff, so we can work with this. I'm going to go for the hammer. Excellent. This is a brilliant start for us. And then it's not worth confusing, because they can just evolve. So I think we'll bench this and Ascension. No, we'll just Ascension. If they Melanie and take the knockout, then GG's, right? I mean, it's fine. So we'll just Ascension. It's the best. Like, if they just have it like that, if they have Melanie and the energy in their hand, then we don't Horn, because I think it'd be better to save it. I think the most likely play... Oh, goodness. Yeah, if they just have the Rapid Strike energy, they win. I mean, there's not a lot we could do there. If I bench this, they play a lot of Escape Rope, right? Exactly. If they have Rapid Flow, I lose regardless. That's what I was thinking, right? And they play a lot of Escape Rope in that deck, so I didn't want to give them the out to rope up my Koffing. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't look like they have it. I wanted to wait until they evolve to use the Yell Horn. The Yell Horn's kind of precious, because we only play 1 in the deck. So you don't want to just throw it for nothing. All right, I think now they didn't evolve. Okay. And they didn't really do much, so I don't know if I want to, like, they didn't evolve, they didn't attach the rapid energy, so I don't know that I want to Marnie them yet. So I think that this is a turn to just Boost Shake, and the question is, do I care to Yell Horn? I think probably Yell Horn is good. And we'll Galar Mine too. And we'll Yell Horn now. And we'll Boost Shake. That way we kind of like... we kind of force them to have some other thing. They can't just like put down Rapid Strike energy and start chilling, right? So it's a good turn to do this. And then we at least make them not be able to just plow through our team with 100 Furious Blows. So that's good. And like I said, I don't think that they have an Urshifu VMAX in their hand. Or else they would have probably played it last turn. Alright, so they have the Rapid Strike energy. And also, they can't go for win right now. And they do have Evolution Instance. Okay, okay. I wasn't expecting all of that. Things just got extremely bad. But, you know, it's cool. This matchup is not good by any means. This is one of our worst matchups, considering all they have to do is attach some energy and they just wipe our whole board, and we're weak to fighting. But, you know, we're doing our best. Huh. I have to go a long time without them finding any Rapid Strike energy. That's for sure. Yeah, it's terrible. This card should have never been printed, bro. Should have never been printed for sure. Okay. You think they just got... Is probably correct to Marnie. Probably. Because... Yeah. They have a pretty big hand. It's probably correct. Tough stuff. We ain't scooping yet, bro. Thank you, Sammy, for the tier 1 sub in the 7 months. So far, the only decks we've lost to with this deck have been spread decks. Capacious Bucket. Oh, goodness. You think they got the water gun? No, they're attaching to Urshifu for sure. Klara. All right, well, Avery. Okay. I think we're just saying they ain't got it. Right? They don't have Melanie in their hand, or else they would have played it. They don't have the Rapid Strike energy in their hand guaranteed, or else they would have used Gale Thrust for game. So we just pass. Hey, thank you, Volky, for the Prime sub. Will I put in Manaphy? No. You just hope that Manaphy makes it so that people play less spread decks. You don't want to put in Manaphy because you need to open Koffing every single game. This is just a 4/4 Weezing deck. That's just what it is. And it's beautiful. Yeah, you just hope this deck doesn't play Manaphy because you don't play enough switch cards to take advantage of Manaphy. If you happen to open it or whatever. All right, we're going to go for the Cram-o-matic. The fan almost doesn't matter because it's too late. If they find what they need, it's too late. We have them in a dead hand. So we kind of just have to go now. We have to go. We have to find more guys. Okay. We go for Crushing Hammer on this benched one. Dang it. All right. And we Boost Shake this up. And then again, we need to just no Rapid Strike energy, no Melanie, none of that. This deck only plays like it like only plays Melanie, right? It's like all the deck plays. Like maybe very sparing amounts of supporter cards. I know. Cheryl would be kind of pog for this deck, but it just doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is they have to rapid flow 2 more times. We knocked out an Urshifu, chat. We did. I want you to give yourselves a pat on the back. We took out a whole Urshifu VMAX. we took it. Let that sink in. we just defeated one entire Urshifu VMAX. Yo. Oh, there's all our level ball. They ain't got it. So we're going to start chasing down that other Urshifu. Right? Yo, chill, Reverie, chill. This thing's a menace. Oh, no. Okay. Let's see, do I have a Weezing in the deck? I don't. So I can't Ascension. But maybe this was incorrect. Because I cannot Ascension this turn, and I do not want to bench these guys. Because they could just escape rope their ability. And I do not want to do that. I know I have the Weezing if I Marnie, but I bossed this turn. So I could have done it if I Marnied, but I also don't want to give them a new hand. I think, yeah, we're just going to poison this thing. We're going to say I ain't got it. If they just go, literally, if they attach a Rapid Strike Energy, they win. That's the scary thing about this matchup. No. Okay. Yes. Okay. I don't think I want to Marnie yet. They probably don't have a escape rope in their hand, or they would have played it to switch the Urshifu out, right? So I'm taking a bit of a gamble here, but I think that they don't have it. Because I'm saying, all right, they would have done it, right? They would have escape roped the Urshifu out. I don't think it's correct to bench both. I mean, because I don't have another Weezing in my deck. So there's no points. They probably play 3 ropes, but my argument is that they didn't have a rope in their hand, or else they would have used it to get this guy out of poison. I don't want to Marnie them because they are dead drawing. So Marnie is not the play. You have to be able to, read exactly what their hand looks like, right? Their hand doesn't have escape rope, or they would have played it, right? Their hand doesn't have Rapid Strike Energy, so I don't want to give them 4 more cards. God, no. Their hand doesn't have Melanie, or they would have played that too, right? Their hand right now is just full of Drizziles and Intellions and stuff. Okay. So now this thing's got 60 hit points left. We got ourselves another Weezing in play, which is awesome. Take a look at the deck. They didn't attach an energy, which is good. Take a look at the resources we have left. All right, we're in a beautiful spot right here. And we've got the boss, so we just keep it here. If the Urshifu sticks one more turn, then we pretty much are in, and we just win. I mean, basically, They probably have scoop up nets in their hand though, right? Which is going to make taking that final prize like tough. Because they could just scoop up net. Yes. Okay. So now who do they send up? Now we just win. Probably. Because, all right, they probably have scoop up net, but we're going to force them to waste it. So we do this. They probably promoted the Sobble because they have a scoop up net. Right? So they have a Drizzile, but it doesn't do anything. Okay. So we do it again. They probably have an Inteleon and a scoop up net. They're trying to just waste as many turns as they can. They probably have Inteleon. There's a scoop up net. Okay. So here's the question. Is it correct to just gust the Urshifu so they can't do this? I think that how many balls do I have left? 2. Okay. I think we do this. Because they could pretty much infinitely loop. Like, their hand is filled with scoop up nets and single prize Pokemon. But this puts them in the, like, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. You know what I mean? They actually have to, like, deal with this now. So, this is a better spot for us to be in, right? See, we've got these guys have been stuck all game. They got 28 cards left in their deck. Right? 28 cards left. The question, we don't research, we just, all right, we wait. Their hand is filled with scoop up nets and single prize Pokemon. We can't gust these guys. Why not Remoraid? They could just scoop it. They could scoop it up. And then that's a wasted boss's orders. You know what I'm saying? This is the way, chat. This is the way. Now, if this is their last ditch attempts, they can evolve into a VMAX. That's like their Yeah! Let's go! And that's it for my extremely toxic Galarian Weezing deck. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you like the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/TrickyJim. Y'all have a great day. Peace.